Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor broke off his engagement to Hope Logan Enika Noel and sent her home to be with Liam Spencer Scott Clifton and their daughter, Beth Spencer Jordan Gracie. Will Carter lose his rebound relationship too when her ex shows up? Carter Walton turns to Daphne Rose. Carter has gone to find Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire to find someone to comfort him. Daphne has had feelings for Carter for months. Carter has been aware of this since he took over Forrester Creations. However, Carter was not ready to give up on Hope at the time. Daphne recently revealed that she is still interested in Carter. Unfortunately, spoilers hint that Daphne's past may come back to haunt her. What could possibly get in Carter and Daphne's way now? Carter has finally given up on the thoughts that he could make Hope happy. Carter sat by and watched as Liam worked his way back into Hope's heart. Carter that moving on with Daphne was his future then. Is this the time for Carter and Daphne? Carter Walton's next love interest. Daphne was there waiting to comfort Carter after his breakup with Hope. It is quite obvious, and has been for some time, who Carter's next love interest will be. Carter is eager to move on and have a good time with someone who is ready to have a relationship with him. Carter will be thrilled to have someone who isn't secretly waiting for another man to come after them. Daphne may be crazy about Carter, however. What happens if someone from Daphne's past comes looking for her? Could Daphne have a former flame that is determined to get her back and come here to make that happen? Will Carter lose Daphne just as he had lost Hope? Who will Carter turn to now? Carter Walton may have to use his legal finesse to save Daphne Rose? Suppose that Daphne's ex is not decent guy. Perhaps this fellow is an abuser and that was why Daphne needed to be free. Will Carter not only have to use his love but his brains and his law degree to help Daphne to break free of this man from her past who has tormented her instead of love her as she needed? Carter may have to go into protector mode and make sure that this man can get nowhere near Daphne. Will Carter manage to free Daphne from her tormentor and give her that type of relationship she really needs? Carter Walton can never seem to catch a break in love. No matter how much he tries to move forward, heartbreak always seems to find its way back into his life. And according to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, that heartbreaking cycle may start all over again, this time with Daphne, the woman who seemed to finally bring light back into his world. But trouble is brewing fast as Daphne's ex returns to Los Angeles with unfinished business and a dangerous obsession that could destroy everything Carter has worked for. A new chapter for Carter. For months, Carter's storyline has been a roller coaster of heartbreak and hope. After the emotional scars from Quinn, the betrayal from Zoe, and the complicated entanglements with Katie and Paris, Carter had nearly given up on love altogether. He poured himself into his work at Forrester Creations, hiding behind his professional smile while quietly nursing the pain of being the man who always gives too much, too soon. Then Daphne entered the picture, a confident, warm, and grounded woman who didn't seem interested in Carter's status or success. Their chemistry was instant, yet natural. She wasn't part of the Forrester chaos, and that alone gave Carter a sense of peace he hadn't known in years. For the first time, he was with someone who didn't come with baggage, secrets, or a connection to the complicated Forrester web. Or so he thought. A shadow from Daphne's past. It turns out Daphne's calm exterior hides a painful history of her own. She's mentioned before that she went through a difficult breakup, but she's been vague about the details. Now B&B spoilers tease that Daphne's mysterious ex, an intense and manipulative man named Colin Drake, is about to make his dramatic debut in Los Angeles. Colin isn't just any ex-boyfriend. He's a wealthy entrepreneur with ties to the fashion world and a sharp sense of charm that masks a deeply possessive nature. According to early spoilers, he still believes Daphne is the one who got away, and he's not ready to let go. The fact that she's moved on with someone like Carter only fuels his resentment. Fans can expect Colin's return to shake up more than just Carter and Daphne's romance. It could have ripple effects throughout Forrester Creations itself. Carter's heart on the line again. If there's one thing viewers know about Carter, it's that he loves with his whole heart. He's loyal, protective, and deeply emotional when it comes to the people he cares about. That's what makes him one of the most sympathetic characters on The Bold and the Beautiful. But it's also what leaves him vulnerable. When Colin reappears, Carter's first instinct will be to protect Daphne. He'll want to believe that she's completely over her past and that her heart truly belongs to him. But B&B spoilers hint that things may not be so simple. Daphne's history with Colin may be more complicated than she's admitted. There are whispers of unfinished legal issues, business entanglements, and even emotional manipulation that left her scarred. As Carter begins to dig deeper, he might realize that Daphne has been keeping more secrets than he ever imagined. And once again, he'll be forced to question whether love is worth the pain. Colin's dangerous obsession. Colin isn't just returning to win Daphne back, he's returning to win. Period. His ego won't allow him to see her with someone else, especially a man like Carter Walton, whose reputation as the good guy makes him everything Colin is not. In Colin's mind, Carter represents the stability and sincerity he could never give Daphne, and that makes Carter his greatest threat. Rumors suggest Colin will begin a quiet campaign to ruin Carter professionally. Using his business connections, he could attempt to undermine Forrester Creations partnerships, question Carter's ethics as COO, or even plant rumors that Carter is involved in shady dealings. A goal? To make Carter look untrustworthy and unstable, hoping that Daphne will run back into his arms once Carter's world starts to crumble. The emotional toll. For Carter, this storyline could become one of his most emotional arcs yet. He's worked so hard to rebuild his life after so many failed relationships. Seeing someone like Daphne, someone he believed was his fresh start, turn into another painful chapter could be devastating. Friends like Ridge and Brooke may rally behind him, but Carter's trust issues are bound to resurface. The man who once believed in love above all else might finally reach his breaking point, vowing to never put his heart on the line again. Meanwhile, Daphne herself will face an emotional reckoning. Colin's return will force her to confront her past trauma, and she may have to choose between fighting for the future she wants with Carter or falling back into the psychological web Colin weaves so well. Viewers can expect emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and possibly a dangerous twist, especially if Colin's jealousy spirals out of control. A possible redemption or another tragedy? The Bold and the Beautiful is known for its twists, and Carter's storyline could go in several directions. There's always the possibility that Daphne will rise to the occasion, prove her loyalty, and help Carter defeat Colin's schemes. In that case, this could finally be the redemption arc Carter deserves, the moment he finds a love strong enough to withstand outside forces. But fans who've watched Carter's history unfold know that Heartbreak has a way of finding him no matter what. If Daphne falters or if Colin's manipulations succeed, Carter could once again be left standing alone, looking out over the Forrester Terrace as the sun sets on yet another lost love. Some insiders even speculate that Colin's obsession could lead to a dangerous confrontation. Could there be a shocking accident or even a physical altercation that leaves someone seriously injured? If so, Carter's moral compass could be tested like never before. What's next for Carter Walton? Whether this storyline ends in love or heartbreak, one thing is certain: Carter's journey is far from over. Viewers have long called for him to have more depth beyond being the nice guy lawyer or the voice of reason in Forrester drama. This new chapter with Daphne and her ex opens the door for real conflict, vulnerability, and maybe even redemption. If Daphne proves her love and stands beside Carter through Colin's chaos, it could finally mark the turning point that fans have been waiting for, a chance for Carter to not only find love but to keep it. But if history repeats itself and Daphne's past destroys their happiness, then Carter may once again retreat into the emotional shadows, closing his heart for good. And that might be the most tragic ending of all for a man who has always believed in love, even when love refused to believe in him. Carter Walton's romantic track record has been nothing short of heartbreaking, but his story continues to captivate fans because of his unshakable hope. The bold and the beautiful thrives on love triangles, secrets, and betrayals, and with Daphne's ex returning to stir up trouble, this new arc promises to deliver all three. Will Carter finally find the strength to break his cycle of heartbreak? Or will Daphne's dangerous past drag him down once again? Either way, one thing is certain: heartbreak and redemption are two sides of the same coin, in the bold and the beautiful, and Carter Walton is about to flip it once more.